Number 77.
Camisa 77, Ismail Ar.
And number 99.
E finalmente, camisa 99 para Ibrahim Yavuz.
The coach.
O treinador da Turquia, senhor Tasetin Chipa.
And there you see the Turkish team introduced in ascending numerical order, and now the team from Spain.
Number 4.
Camisa 4.
Daniel 6. Number 5.
Camisa 5 para o capitão.
Captain Carlos Vera. Number 7.
Camisa 7.
Pablo Zazula. Number 8.
Camisa 8 é de
Javier Francisco Sanchez. Number 9.
Camisa 9.
Alejandro Zazula. Number 10.
Camisa 10.
Ishan Diallo. Number 11.
Número 11.
Jordi Uzui. Number 13.
A 13 é de
Asir Garcia. Number 14.
14.
David Moraes. Number 15.
Camisa 15.
Juan Lambi. Number 17.
Camisa 17.
Jesus Romero. Number 51.
E finalmente, camisa 51.
Augustin Ajos. And the coach.
O treinador.
Jos Manuel Archo.
So there they are. Coach Artacho was actually dodging the introduction, and now we'll have the national anthems of both countries, starting with İstiklal Marşı. İstiklal Marşı translates as the Independence March, adopted 2 years before independence in Turkey in 1921, and now the Spanish national anthem, La Marche Real. La Marcha Real is one of only 4 national anthems in the world that has no official lyrics. And there's Coach Artacho, the correct Coach Artacho, Jose Manuel Artacho. And the players and coaches and officials exchange gifts, the players in mid-court. It's been an interesting situation because many of the times the teams keep their warm-up jerseys on before the match starts, and the players who know by number who they should be giving their gift to have to basically ask who it is that they're supposed to be handing their gifts to. But one of the great traditions of international basketball. And of course, loads of these players and coaches very familiar with each other from cup competitions, club competitions, European and world competitions, and of course, the Paralympics. Spain were 5th in London 2012 and 6th in Barcelona 1992. Their best performances in international play. And they've had a great start to this tournament. There is the team. The players to watch, well, the twins, the Zarzuela twins, Pablo and Alejandro. Alejandro is their leading scorer so far, also their leading rebounder, and he and his brother each have 4 assists per game. A lot of what they do will revolve around those two. A big game against Japan for David Morez of Spain, and he's their second leading scorer now for the tournament. Alejos, coming off the bench, had 8 points, is averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds a game, which is a big plus for them. Ruiz at 10 points a game is a dependable scorer. So there's some strength in depth for Spain. And Turkey, like Spain, will use basically 9 players in rotation, but the man to watch is their captain, Özgür Gürbilak. And Gürbilak is a streaky shooter, but so far the streak has been positive. He's averaging 26 points a game, 10.5 rebounds a game, and 11 assists a game, playing 38 minutes a game, all but 2 minutes of each game. So everything basically goes through Gürbilak. Their second leading scorer, watch out for Ajar, number 9, and Ferit Gumus right now has been giving them some good rebounding help up front. They like to bring Yavuz, 99, off the bench to try to liven things up, make things happen. So far he hasn't done that, but they didn't need him to do that in the first game. The starting lineup for Spain: Sticks, Zarzuela, Garcia, and Morez. So Morez in the starting lineup after the game. Ruiz had started the last game for Spain. And the starting lineup for Turkey, it will be R and Gumus, along with Jasinski and Gundogu, along with Gürbilak. Fikri Gunduku is so far playing about 16 minutes a game, but like I said, they do average things out with their 9 players. They really do get a balanced attack for Turkey. And remember too, you have to have, there are the results, we've talked about those before, you have to have 14 points or less on court based on the point system, which follows the degree of impairment. The higher the number, the lower the impairment. It runs from 1, which is the highest level, to 4.5, which is the lowest. And your players have to balance out to 14 points or less at any given time on the court, which makes both starting and substituting a tactical matter for coaches and players alike. This could be considered one of the pivotal matches in Group A. 4 of the 6 teams to qualify through, and of course once you get to the stage where you're sort of aware of who is going to qualify, then you start to look at who your matchup might be in the other group. But in a group with Australia, with the Netherlands, Canada, and Spain, the battle for that 4th place in particular is going to be very tight. So right now with Spain and Australia at 2-0, a win for Turkey here would be a huge step forward in terms of guaranteeing a spot in that top 4 in the group. Jasinski will take the tap for Turkey. Tip in Olympic basketball, tap in Paralympic basketball against Alejandro Zarzuela. And the tip, it comes loose, and it's Alejandro who gets it. He tries the long lead pass that was for his brother Pedro. That was tipped away and taken by Jasinski. And Turkey now come up on the attack. Gürbilak with the ball. They set up a 1 screen for him. It was tipped away by Zarzuela. He puts the pass in the middle, but it's a 3-second violation in the paint. You can't stay in the area of the paint for more than 3 seconds. And it's one that the officials have been particularly attentive to in this tournament so far. Garcia bringing it up for Spain. Pedro setting the screen for him into Alejandro Zarzuela, and he puts in the first points of the game. He had trouble in Spain's second game against Japan. He was getting his looks inside but not hitting the shots. He gets a good start off here, getting into position underneath the basket, getting the feed, and putting it in. R on the outside now for Turkey. They put it into the hands of Gerbilak. He shoots from the three-point line and hits. It's 3-2. And as I said, he's known as a streaky shooter, but so far the streak has been very positive for him. He's shooting close to 50%, 30% on three-pointers. Garcia now had a look for a shot, but didn't take it, and he puts it out to Morez. Now Garcia inside. Pedro's beautifully worked. Everyone looking to the inside. Pedro coming up on his left, and he gave him the pass, put it in for the easy basket. 4-3 to Spain. Gumus heading right through the lane and then across to set up a screen for Gerbilak, who again shoots from three. This time misses, and it's Alejandro who gets the rebound. And Garcia who brings it up. Easy to identify with those glasses on. Garcia and it gets the fall. Could have blown that one into the hoop. 6-3 for Spain. Ball teetering on the edge of the ring. On the outside now is Jasinski, Ferit Gumus. Gerbilak inside, cutting to the hoop. The basket's good and gets the foul. That's a great feed by Ferit. We'll call him whenever possible by the name on the back of the shirt to avoid confusion, but Ferit is his first name. And Gerbilak will go to the line for a foul shot and a chance to tie it up. 35 years old. And he makes it. So we're tied at 6 with 2.5 minutes played in the game. Gerbilak, one of 6 players on this Turkish team, who plays for BJK RMK Marine in the Turkish league. Garcia. Tempting, and he takes the shot. Misses on the rim, but there's Alejandro for the rebound, and it goes in. Great positioning from him. Couldn't be moved out from that spot, and now, as you see, often this is something you'll see a lot of, is keeping teams, better defenders, trapped in their own zone. Try to give yourself better opportunities on the offensive zone. Grunduku, Ferit, and Gerbilak. Another three. Misses. Garcia takes the rebound, tries to come down quickly for Spain now. Lost the ball, nearly lost control of the chair. Up the foul line. And two. And Pedro. So right now, both of the Zarzula brothers are firing, and it's 10-6 to Spain. Oh, good pass to Gerbilak and great dish. That's beautiful stuff. R with the basket, the cross-court pass, and then the little dish as everyone's looking at Gerbilak, and he puts it through. 10-8, 4 minutes gone. Garcia, Pedro, Alejandro, off the glass, too hard, and the rebound to Gerbilak. To avoid a traveling call, you have to dribble the ball every 2 pushes of the wheel. Gerbilak, great use of the glass, really got the angle on that. Hit it just a few inches from the inside edge of the glass and banked it in. It's 10-10 as we approach the halfway mark of the first period. But you notice Gerbilak just keeping the dribble constant, which makes it easier that way, and he just tips that pass out of bounds. Morez trying to get the ball outside. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Spain will keep possession. Garcia now has to get it in quickly. Shot clock down to 5. Morez for 3. And he hits. 13-10. This is what happened in the game against Japan. Morez came in the game and was hot from the outside. Gerbalak now with the ball. Outside the three-point circle. Inside, good pass, good look. Shot won't fall for Gunduku. Garcia all the way into the paint and then is fouled by R. Interesting that they let him come that far before picking him up. And R, just that little bump with the chair. That's the team's first foul. In fact, the first foul of the game. It's been very, very fast-paced, back and forth. 13-10 to Spain, 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Garcia carrying the ball for Spain, and he's going to shoot the 3. Hits the rim, and Gerbalak with the rebound. Jasinski picks up his dribble. Good pass forward to Gunduku. Ferret went down. No foul, and R controlling it. He's got Alejandro there. Alejandro blocks the shot, and he tries to get it up now. Morez on the break, and he's fouled by Ferret. It'll be a shooting foul, and goes down in the chair. Picks himself right back up. Picks himself up much quicker than a Spanish footballer would in a similar situation. And there you see how Ferret just lost his balance, getting that quick pass off. Morez misses the first. And makes the second. It's 14-10. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Spain up over Turkey by 4. And Gerbalak brings it up for the Turks. He's got some space now, makes room for himself, and draws the foul, which is going to be on Morez. That shot was intended more to make sure that was a shooting foul, although it actually did come close. And a great job of holding his balance as he leant in both to draw the foul and tried to make an angle for the shot. Two shots now for Gerbalak. Basketball, of course, a national passion in Turkey. Probably second only to football in their estimation. He makes the second, it's 14-11. And the passion as well in Spain. Again, in a similar position, probably the second most popular sport in the country. Garcia, nice screen from Morez, loads of time to take the shot, but misses Ferret with the rebound and gives it to Gerbalak, coming up quickly up the center of the court, changes direction. Ferret, you see, keeping one defender out of the paint. 6 on the shot clock now. Cross to Gerbalak. Ferret has open. He needs to shoot, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. Our first of the game. Once you get possession, you have 24 seconds to get a shot off. Good defense by the Spanish, and Turkey unable to get that one off. That's a turnover to Spain. 3 minutes to play now in the first quarter, and Garcia coming up by himself, an unusual situation. Morez, Pedro, and he misses. Ferret with the rebound, tipped it across to Jasinski, and the foul was called, I believe, on Pedro Zarzula. Sorry, Alejandro Zarzula gets the foul. That's his second. And the team's third. They shoot the penalty situation on the 5th team foul of any quarter. There you see on the scorer's table 2 team fouls on the Turks, 3 on the Spanish. Ferry. Long pass, and Gerbalak comes down with it, making space now. Well, he drew the foul, but yeah, and you can see Garcia in the middle of arguing that stops to put his hand up and trying to explain what was happening. But also the problem there is you can get a 3-second violation quite easily. Gerbalak was in that key for quite a while, and while you're faking and trying to make space for yourself to get the shot away, unless you're actually shooting, they should be counting that 3 seconds down. You can't just stand there forever trying to fake and get the clean shot away. But Gerbalak drew the foul instead, goes back to the foul line. He's 1 for 2 today. Sinks the first. And the second, so it's a 1-point game, 14-13. Alejandro Zarzula goes out for Spain, and Diallo comes in. Gerbalak, if you could see there, Gerbalak was dancing to the music they were playing during the substitutions. 3 substitutes, Dale, Ajar, and Sayak are all in for Turkey. So with 2.5 to go, both teams substituting, resting some of their starters. Pedro Zarzula into Garcia. Morez. Cross court, you saw Sanchez waving, Lombi waving for it. He's got the open shot. He puts it in. It's 16-14. Sorry, 16-13. 2 minutes to play. 3-point lead for Spain. Gerbalak. Morez has drawn him 3-pointer, and he ties the game at 16 with his second 3-pointer of the quarter. 16-16, under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Yamdi loses it. Pedro wasn't aware that it was coming to him on the fast break, and Ferit lays it in, and Turkey take the lead at 18-16 on the turnover basket. Pedro Zarzula. Garcia. Oh, good pass underneath. Yambi was coming away from the basket, but they move it quickly back to Garcia, who's got an open 3. Hits the front rim, and the rebound to Morez. Morez comes in and hits it. Beautiful stuff from Morez. Picked up the rebound and just kept going. Got the angle and banked it in. It's tied at 18, under a minute now to play. And Gerbalak, another 3 for him, and he hits that one. It's 21-18. Excuse me, 21-18. Yes, they put up 2 threes. I was saying it was a good shot, but it wasn't that good. Spain inbounding with 21 seconds left on the clock. The foul was on Dale off the ball. Garcia working his way inside, uses the glass, but it comes out, and Ferit with the rebound for Turkey, puts it in the hands of Gerbalak, and he comes up court. 18 on the shot clock. Shot clock is 5 seconds or so ahead of the game clock. Gerbalak, Garcia came out to stop the 3, but now he's got another shot. It's going to be a 2. Oh, it's a pass inside, blocked by Zarzuela. And Spain now 10 seconds in the quarter. Morez comes down on the break. Morez over to Diallo. Diallo sets up, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound, and Pedro gets it just before the buzzer, and the quarter will come to an end. Pedro Zarzula's basket makes it a 1-point ball game, and at the end of the first quarter, Turkey leads Spain 21-20. the score could not be too much more even, but let's take a look at the statistical breakdown for the first quarter, see if that reflects it. Shooting percentages, Turkey's is slightly better, and of course those three-pointers make a huge difference there. They've also shot 5 free throws and made 4 of them, all of them shot by Gerberlach. Points from turnovers even, rebounding's pretty much even. So everything's even. The Turks have shot a little bit better, taken fewer shots because the Spanish defense has been good, but Mr. Gerberlach has been the man as we expected. He's got 17 points already, 17 of the 21 for Turkey, and that is both Turkey's strength and weakness. If you can figure out a way to stop Gerberlach, you can figure out a way to stop the Turkish team. He has averaged 11 assists a game. He's always looking for the pass as well. It's not like he's trying to make the shot. I loved that teeter shot. It was a beauty. It's not like he's simply looking for his own points, but he's been getting the good shots. All of his threes, none have been forced. They've all been good open shots. And it's really up to Spain to find a way to not keep him completely under control, but simply slow him down and force Turkey to get their points from other players. The problem with doing that, of course, is if you dedicate a couple of players to try to stop him, you're bound to be leaving somebody else open. You see the possession arrow in the center of the scorer's table. That is facing in the Turkish direction right now. They will inbound to begin the period. Jump balls and any other such decisions are decided by the possession arrow, and you just saw it move in the direction of the Spanish team. Ferret now up top. Ajar, cross court to Gerberlach. Gerberlach, good drop, attempted a drop pass, but deflected away by Spain, and there will be 8 seconds left on the shot clock for Turkey. Pedro Zarzula. And you see, trying to keep Gerberlach from getting into position, I should say. Steeks now tries to cut him off. Gerberlach gets the inbounds pass, can't move past Sticks. Good defense by him. Ferret on the other side. The shot just ahead of the buzzer. And keep that in mind. Keep the 24-second clock in mind, because oftentimes you'll see players take what doesn't look like a good shot, but they're taking it because they have to take it. That pass was a loose pass, and it was knocked aside by Ferret, and it's a 3-on-no. Oh, but there's a whistle. A whistle and the foul there on Morez. But the good news for Spain is that the foul is a non-shooting one, and Turkey were coming down with a 3-on-0 break, so that foul actually saves 2 points for Spain. Cross court to Gerberlach. Morez comes out on him. Again, he tries the good entry pass intended for Dale, who was coming down the line, but it was Garcia who knocked that one out of bounds. .10 on the shot clock now, and we've got a wheel change for Morez. You can see where the paint job has been knocked up a bit by the contact on the court. Wheel's okay. Morez will come out now after that stoppage, and Ruiz will come in for him. Gerberlach, and the pass back to him is stolen by Pedro. And that's Ruiz, just came in the game. Oh, Diallo, he wanted to pass to Diallo, and Diallo wasn't looking. Now over to Pedro. Diallo cutting through the middle, but Garcia cuts behind him. The pass was deflected by Ferret out of bounds. Spain will keep possession. Nine on the shot clock. Garcia, Ruiz is alone. Across to Pedro, he's got the shot and misses. The rebound is loose. Garcia tips it away, and there's going to be a foul on Garcia as his chair basically crashed into Ferret's. And Ferret getting himself up in there. And there's the foul with the chair. Second team foul on Spain. Gerbalak, oh, great pass. Great pass inside. Dale sinks the layup. Turkey extend the lead to 3. This is what I was saying about Gerbalak. It's not that he's trying to make his shots, he's looking for teammates. Garcia came down the lane, didn't get the shot, but goes over to Zarzuela, passes behind Ruiz, shoots from the top of the key. It was defended, and Turkey's going to have a break, but Pedro gets there. The pass didn't get down as far as Dale, and Pedro intercepted it, and we will have a foul called on Sayak. First team foul on Turkey. There you see the one just behind Pedro Zarzula. Garcia. Pedro trying to, Alejandro is in the game, or Alejandro Zarzula. He's trying to make space for himself. Got the pick and got himself inside, but missed. Just sent that one high and couldn't hit the glass. A good shot, good position, but the shot just wasn't there to finish. Gerbalak with Pedro tracking him, but tracking him doesn't do much good in this situation. Dale thought about the shot. Ferry, and he's going to take it now. Hit the back of the rim, and the rebound comes to Ajar. Gerbalak for 3. He misses, and the rebound taken by Ruiz. Ruiz looking for the pass, and there's a foul called on Sticks, number 4 there. And Alejandro Zarzuela. Gerbalak seems to be having a good time, you know. There are some guys who are always getting the digs in, always kind of bumping, and Gerbalak just seems to be really be enjoying himself there. Turkey take the timeout. They lead 23-20. They have possession as the offensive foul was on Sticks trying to set the pick. Right now you can see the Turkish offensive game just seems to be flowing more fluidly. They're getting movement, they're getting people down the lane. Gerbalak isn't having to carry this offense here in the second quarter. For Spain, things are just a little discombobulated. They're not getting anyone inside into good shooting positions. You see quite a few Spanish fans down here. And the hats have multiplied. At the last Spanish game, there were only 3 of them. They've spawned, and there are now 6 in the crowd. A lot of Spanish fans, a lot of Dutch fans as well. Very strong vocal rooting contingents, and an awful lot of Brazilians at these games. The attendance has been really nice to see at neutral country games early in the morning, but still loads of locals showing up for the matches. Just under 7 minutes to play now. Turkey lead by 3, and they have the ball with Gerbalak. And he's going to take the lane now, take the baseline and drive in. Beautiful stuff. Just got Pedro going the other way. Went to his right, came down the lane for the layup. And it's a 5-point lead for Turkey, 25-20. Ruiz for Spain. Couldn't get past Gerbalak. Alejandro to Garcia, cutting down the lane. Garcia's inside, a good one, and Pedro gets the roll again. So the rim giving him a little bit more than they were the other day, and it's 25-22. Boom, goes through. I think Ferry wanted the ball more quickly. The official basically said, "You'll get the ball when I give you the ball." And the offensive glass has been in Spain's favor, which also is a factor sometimes of missing shots. Gerbalak's got a nice screen from Dale, and he hits it in off the glass, 27-22. Ruiz, he's cut off, turns around, heads toward the basket. Tried to get the pass to Pedro cutting down the paint, but it was Gerbalak who intercepted that. He gets it up to Ferit, and Turkey come down quickly. And there's Gerbalak entering your picture at the bottom of the screen. They find him on the cross-court pass. He shoots the three. It doesn't fall, and Pedro with the rebound over to Garcia, who brings it down. Garcia gets it back. He's got a shot and lays it in. 27-24. And you see him There's a lot of blocking goes on in this game. It's so important. The players like Sticks who have to provide screens and picks for their teammates, and you saw him just giving him that little tap as the screen gave him the clear path to the basket. Garcia trying to get it down quickly, but Gerbalak not only was defending Sticks, but was aware of the pass and tipped it away, and Turkey now come down with a 3-on-3, but they're going to wait and try to set up again, and they give it to Gerbalak, and that will be an offensive foul on Dale. You saw it pretty cleanly. He gave the ball to Gerbalak and then tried to set the pick on Pedro Zarzula, but he moved into Zarzula. He wasn't just set and Zarzula came into him. He went into Zarzula, and that's a blocking foul. Pure and simple. The rules of wheelchair basketball virtually the same as the rules for able-bodied basketball. The dribble is pretty much the main difference. Lifting out of your chair is another one, but otherwise, if you know basketball, you can follow this game perfectly. And so the foul and the turnover leads to the bucket by Pedro Zarzula, and it's again a one-point game, just over 4 minutes to play in the half. Toprak had a good thought about this shot. The pass deflected off Ferit and out of bounds, and Spain take possession off another turnover, trailing by 1. Garcia. Sticks, wheeling hard to get in position, sets the baseline screen, and Ruiz takes advantage of it and sinks the bucket, and Spain are back in the lead by 1 at just under 4 minutes to play. So much fun to watch the teamwork. It's what basketball should be all about. Gerbalak now. Ruiz doing a good job defensively on him, but Gerbalak's patient, gets it in the middle, open look, misses. Garcia with the rebound, up quickly to Ruiz. Turkey back on defense, no break possible, but Ruiz holds up and throws the shot. Zarzula was setting the screen for him. Gerbalak with the rebound for Turkey. Brings it down himself. Ruiz, and a good pass. Ruiz came out to get him. That left Toprak open. Toprak went to the basket and sunk the layup. Turkey up by 1, just under 3 minutes to play in the half. Garcia, Ruiz inside, Alejandro off the glass and in, Spain by 1. Gerbalak for 3, he hits. Turkey by 2. 32-30, Turkey up, and Spain want the timeout with 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. And, well, just when you think you've got the game going, you've got it under control, Gerbalak changes everything with that three-point shooting. He had just come down with a lovely pass to set up a layup by a teammate. He comes down this time and hits the 3. He's 4 for 5 from outside the three-point line. Amazing shooting. Excuse me, 4 for 8. Check that. Still 50, you'll take 50% on three-pointers anytime.
Hadi beyler.
You can do the math and figure out why. If you take 10 three-point shots and make 5, that's 15 points. If you take 10 two-point shots and make 5, that's only 10 points. So to do better on two-point shooting, you need to make 8 out of 10. So 50% from the three-point line is the equivalent of about 75% on twos. Gerbilak is overall, as you can see, 8 for 12 from the floor, 4 for 8 on the threes. Coming off the timeout now, Spain with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Ruiz has it low, puts it into Pedro, and he uses the glass high to put the layup in, and we're tied at 32 with just over 2 minutes to play in what has been a great back and forth first half. Gerbilak, another three. This one doesn't go. Ruiz with the rebound for Spain. He was facing the wrong way, gave it to Alejandro, up to brother Pedro, twin brother Pedro. Pedro into, oh, nice pass, hook pass to Alejandro. He misses again. He's just having trouble inside. It was the same thing in Spain's last game. He's getting position, getting the shots, and they're not going. Ruiz from three. He doesn't get the roll, but there is Alejandro, and he banks that one in. Doesn't make a mistake that time, and it's a 2-point lead for Spain with 1:20 on the clock. Ferry. Gerbilak. Another three. Ferry set the screen for him. He doesn't get the roll. And Ruiz with the rebound, and the foul is going to be on R. He's not happy about that. A little bump with the chair. There you see it. And every bit as much a foul there as it would be in AB basketball. You know, you swing that hip outward, you swing that chair outward just to give the little bump, and it won't always be called because it's not always serious, but when you do it right in front of an official, it's very often called and hard to complain about. His second foul, only the third on the team. He goes out along with Gerbilak, will get a rest now just before the half. Gunduku and Jasinski come in for Turkey. Substitutions for Spain as well, but Ruiz is still in, and he's got the ball on the baseline. Diallo now, good defense, Diallo, but Diallo took his time and got the bank high off the boards, and now Spain lead by 4. Ajar brings it up for Turkey. Ahead to Jasinski. Toprak. Toprak's got the cutter coming through. Great bounce pass. Out to Ferit with the left hand, banks it in. Beautiful teamwork by the Turks and a good finish by Ferit with the left hand. It's a 2-point game. Gunduku, he got himself underneath the basket. Knew he'd had a teammate there. The back pass for the easy 2. Perez comes back in for Spain. They can pretty much work for the last shot of the half. And that may be why Morez is in, specifically to take that shot. He's got the outside shooting range. He sets up outside the 3-point line. And the pass went past Romero. Romero trying to fight for it. It's loose. Diallo's got it. Straight path to the basket. And the offensive foul is called on him as he drove in and banged the chair of Ferit. So now 5 seconds left. And Turkey reposition, and Gerbilak will inbound it, and presumably he's got the long throw. It goes off the hand of Pedro Zarzula, And it helps. And a timeout taken by Turkey now, who want to set up a play with these last 3 seconds. What that does is advances the ball. Unfortunately for them, it took 2 seconds because after Pedro deflected the pass, it took 2 seconds to roll out of bounds, but it moves the ball up into the Spanish half of the court. So they've got 3 seconds to figure out some sort of quick play to get one shot off. And it's worth the timeout to do that. So here's what they're going to try to do. So you'll look for the shot from the top of the key. And Spain, of course, will probably be looking. It's one of those great situations. Everybody knows that the guy you would want to take the shot is Gerbalak. So the question is, do you give it to him and hope he can get the shot away, or do you set up a play which draws the defenders to him and you give it to somebody else to take the shot? Think of the movie Hoosiers and that last second situation. So the Turks in that bunch there. Gerbalak gets the ball, top of the key, just as they drew it up, gives it back to R. There's the oh, that worked well. He got it off before the buzzer, but the shot didn't go in, but the play worked beautifully. They got an open look on a pretty good shot, but Jasinski just couldn't hit it. And of course, you know, you're rushing in that situation, but really nicely done. And what you'd expect in this game, it's been great basketball, back and forth. Lead has changed hands many, many times, and at the half, it is Spain 36, Turkey 34. And again, if you take a look at the statistical breakdown, you'll see that both teams, by the numbers, are playing a pretty good game. Shooting over 50% for both teams. The three-pointers, 40% for three-pointers for Turkey. Free throws, again, the Turks have shot 5, the Spanish only 2, but it's been pretty much a foul-free game. Points from turnovers slightly favor Spain, but not much. These are two teams playing good basketball, and as you'd expect, it's back-and-forth stuff. Spain lead by 2, 36-34.
ela é uma menina normal. Ela é uma menina que ela de repente tem um algo a mais, que é a condição de ter a oportunidade de ser atleta.
A Cecília veio da curva em 2014, a gente conseguiu começar um trabalho a longo prazo com ela.
A Cecília é uma aluna que me dá muita alegria por conta do histórico de vida dela, né? Uma menina que vem lá do Rio de Janeiro do Norte, atleta, com uma cidade estranha, sozinha.
A Cecília tem uma maturidade muito grande. Ela traz uma postura diferenciada em relação a todos os compromissos que ela assume para ela, para a vida dela, seja dentro ou fora da escola.
Cecília, quando ela quer alguma coisa, vai. Não adianta tentar segurar, não.
Well, at halftime, Spain lead Turkey 36-34 in this men's Group A preliminary wheelchair basketball matchup at Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. It's been a great first half, back and forth stuff, neither team being able to pull away by more than 5 points, but each team coming back into it and evening things up. And right now, as you see, it is a 2-point game. The story of that first half for Turkey, well, Gerbalak, as expected, he has 24 of the 34 points for Turkey. Ferret is the second high scorer. He's only got 4. Gerbalak also has 4 rebounds and 3 assists for the Turks. His three-point shooting is now down to 40%, 4 of 10, as he took a couple in the last minutes of the game. For Spain, much more balanced scoring, as the Zarzula twins. Pedro has 12 and Alejandro has 8. Morez has 6 and Garcia has 4 points, 7 rebounds and 6 assists for Spain, and that's Garcia inbounding it for the Spanish. So those 4 have 30 of the 36 Spanish points, but Gerbalak has 24 of the 34 for Turkey by himself. Garcia, he gets the roll, and Spain get the first basket of the second half and increase the lead to 4 points, 38-34. Somebody seems to have lost a wheel. And Farid brings it back and gives it to the Spanish. And there it is, Ruiz, who I think one of the things that the Basketball Federation needs to introduce coming up might be a media guide for the tattoos that players have, what they represent. We're starting to see some pretty intricate and elaborate designs, as you could see from Farid on the Turkish team. Turkey trails by 4 now, and it's a steal for Sticks. He gets it up quickly, and good defensive job by Dale to get back and stop Alejandro Zarzula from getting into a layup position. Morez, though, is open at the foul line, and he passes it to Pedro for the inside shot. Farid blocked it, but there is going to be a foul called. Not sure if it was Farid who was in front or Gerbalak reaching in from behind. Looks like Farid to me. And they give it to Dale. So you can see Dale's look of surprise on that replay as the foul was called on him. Not a shooting foul, first team foul on Turkey. Garcia now holding to the outside and spinning. Mariz tried to go to the basket, but was blocked neatly by Farid. Alejandro misses the shot and the rebound to Ajar, and he gives it to Gerbalak. Brings it up slowly. Waits for things to set up. Ajar trying to set the screen. Gerbalak with a good pass to Farid. It became a fadeaway as he was going away from the basket. 5 on the shot clock, and Gerbalak throws up the 3. It goes in and out. Rebound to Alejandro. He drops it off to Garcia, and Garcia brings it up now. Oh, good play, and Moriz. Let's see if Moriz gets the offensive foul. He did. No, he didn't. They just stopped. Sometimes you'll see that they blow the whistle simply to stop the play because the player has fallen out or fallen down in the chair. And Moriz actually thought at first that they had called the foul on him as well. Gerbalak into Farid, and Farid with the basket. 38-34, worked nicely. Gerbalak looking for the cutter down the lane and finds him. Sticks with the pass to Alejandro. Farid comes out to cut him off from the path to the basket. Morez. Garcia to Pedro. He had the layup if he could have controlled the pass, but he didn't. Back to Garcia. Garcia tilts forward in the chair, gets the space for the shot, but it hits the front of the rim. Gerbalak with the rebound, up to Farid. for Turkey. Ferret underneath. Dale had position. Ferret finds him with the pass, and we are tied at 38. And the timeout is taken by Spain. They came out getting the first points, but now Turkey have come back. And it's encouraging stuff from the Turks when they get baskets from anybody but Gribelak. Important for them to keep their offense working that way. And as I said, lots of Brazilians in the crowd, full of enthusiasm for their own country, if not one of the two that are playing in this match. Tied up at 38, 7.5 to play in the third quarter. There you see the leading scorers, Ferret up to 6 now. Garcia inside, and Pedro Zarzula couldn't control the pass. Turnover to Turkey. Full court pressure now. No, Spanish just trying to make it difficult to bring the ball up. Gribelak does it himself. Garcia comes out to pick him up. There's the cutter. Shot misses by Dale. Loose ball rolls off, and it will stay with Turkey. And there is a new clock, so they still have 23 seconds up. Morez doesn't believe it. Oh, it's like football. You know, the throw-in's mine, isn't it? No, it's not. So Ruiz and Yambi come in for Spain. Morez and Sticks go out. So Turkey inbound. We're tied at 38 with 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Gribelak for Turkey, 24 of their points so far. Ferret. Shot misses. Alejandro Zarzula, and Spain want the break. Brother Pedro gets it on the fast break and puts it in. Spain lead by 2. You could almost see that one coming. And at least one Spanish fan more interested in the mobile phone than the action on the court. Gribelak, good cross-court pass. Ajar to Ferret off the front of the rim just before the 24-second buzzer. And again, Spain want the break. Alejandro, and twice in a row now. Each of the Zarzula brothers has broken quickly and gotten the unopposed layup. And it's 42-38. And right away, Turkey want a timeout. And you know what this is going to be about, is how to defend and stop the quick release of a player down court. Man, what this does, it's a beautiful little chess game, because what this does, if you're going to release a player from the defensive half to try to get him down and get those unopposed layups, you're weakening your defense, obviously. But if the other team has to pull somebody back to try to defend against that, it takes away one of their offensive options as well. But in the meantime, 2 quick baskets for Spain. They lead by 4 with just over 6 minutes to play in this third period. Vamos. Let's go. And there you see Garcia. Right on target. Easy layup. Beating the defense down. And look at that. It's Gerbalak who's down there, and Gerbalak upset. He's got the 3. Can't get it to go. Ruiz now. And they again do it. And again, Pedro's there. That the defenders are back. Ruiz fighting his way through, takes the shot himself off the glass, and it's a 6-point lead for Spain, 44-38. And remember what I said at the top of the game about Gerbalak. His reputation is as a streaky shooter. He came out hot, but he's cooled down from the 3-point line. He was 4 for 8. And now he's 4 for 12. And the foul on Yambi. That's the team's first of the quarter. Gerbalak on the outside. Ferret at the foul line. He can't get it to drop. Turkey's going pretty cold at the moment. Pedro Zarzuela off to Garcia. He brings it up. Everything goes through him for the Spanish offense. Good pass. Shot won't drop for Alejandro. And Gerbalak comes right back for Turkey. Good defense, trapping him. Good pass to Ferret. Ferret going away, gets the basket and the foul, which will be, I believe, on Yambi. And Ferret with the chance for the 3-point play. And look at Gerbalak. Ferret with the chance to complete a 3-point play and make it a 3-point game. And he does. 44-41, Spain over Turkey. Less than half of this third quarter to go. Garcia, cross court to Alejandro Zarzula. Ruiz at the top of the key misses. Garcia lost the rebound, but it went off the chair of R, and it will be Spanish ball. 14 on the shot clock as the clock resets. Garcia on the baseline, looking for a pass. Yambi to Alejandro, back to Garcia. Garcia off the glass, doesn't get the roll, and Ferret with the rebound for Turkey. Gerbalak coming up for them. 3 Spaniards back at the foul line on defense. Garcia coming down a little bit late, but the pass was too much for R to control. It was behind him. Garcia took it, and Gerbalak fouls Garcia. Second team foul. Both teams with 2. And Spain inbound with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Garcia, Ruiz. Pedro setting the screen. Garcia in the paint. Shot is short. Rebound Alejandro. He misses. Got a second chance. He misses again. Couldn't get the rebound. It finally comes away to Jasinski, and it's a break for Ferret. A little bit of Spain's own medicine back to them, and it's a 1-point game. A 44-43. Ferret just broke as the second rebound came off Jasinski started that one off, the easy basket. It's a 1-point game yet again. And still very, very cold inside shooting from Alejandro Zarzuela. Pedro misses that one on the baseline, and Gerbalak brings it up for Turkey. 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Inside to Jasinski. Jasinski and Ruiz. And the Twins. Garcia doing a nice job. He's the co-captain of the Spanish team. The veteran Carlos Vera, who hasn't yet played in this game, is the other co-captain. But Garcia, who most of the play goes through, acting as an on-court coach. Gerbalak. Ferry loses the ball. And the foul is going to be called as he and Alejandro Zarzuela went for it. Still haven't seen the indication. But it's going to be, while everybody's asking what it is, fouls on Ferret. Obviously Spain with the possession, so I'm not sure why. And Ferret talking to Yambi. And that was a block by Gerbalak on Ruiz. 18 seconds on the shot clock for Spain. I'm still not sure what the delay was about that, what the conversation was. Ruiz. Back to Garcia, back to Ruiz. He's got the shot, and he hits it. Did that one nicely. Had his range. The exchange of passes, let him set, get it all straight. Swishes it through. 46-43, Spain by 3. And Gerbalak looking for the 3. And ties the game up. At 46, just over 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Ruiz, he hits again, 48-46. Gerbalak. From 3. Whew, that climbed the backboard, came back, but there R with the rebound. Ferret inside, can't get it to go. Garcia with the rebound. Garcia with the long pass. He's a great lead for Pedro. Pedro lays it in. 50-46, Spain by 4. That was a beautiful thing because the pass led him. Pedro had to really accelerate to catch up to it. It nearly put him too far under the basket, but he was able to hook it with spin and put it in that way. Good pass to Gerbalak. Now across to Jasinski. And he can't get the roll. Use the glass. And again, the fast break for Spain. This time it's Ruiz down the other end. Ruiz lays it up and misses. And the rebound comes to R for Spain. R stopped by Pedro, but up to Gerbalak. Comes across neatly, and Ferret leaves it for Gerbalak. Under a minute to play now. 10 on the shot clock for Turkey. Gerbalak's going to take another 3 and make it. It's 50-49, a 1-point game, 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Garcia maneuvers around the defender, and we have a foul called on Gunduku. It's the team's 4th. You've got 30 on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. Garcia. Now his pass hit, it might have just grazed the bottom of the rim. Got caught in the netting. Gerbalak gets it up ahead to Jasinski. Back to Gerbalak. And that would be a foul on Pedro Zarzuela. They're setting up play number 2. Spain is now, well, Turkey's in the penalty situation. Ruiz comes out, Garcia comes out. They get Diallo in for the size, I think, inside with 11 seconds to go. Both teams will be in the penalty situation if there is another foul. But with the foul to give, it's not bad because it leaves Turkey only 11 seconds to set up a shot. And that Gerbalak, of course, being the guy you would expect to take the shot. Diallo comes out on him. Gerbalak passes it inside. It deflected off Jasinski, then deflected off a Spanish player, and Turkey will get the ball, but less than half a second remaining. Probably no time to get off a shot. A bit of Bumpiolo in the middle. Somebody has to inbound it. You do understand this, don't you? Says the referee. Nobody wants to throw it. There's nobody to throw it in. And finally, it's Jasinski who comes over to do that. It has to go right up. And R didn't miss by much. He got rid of that before the buzzer. Would have been good if it went, but it didn't go. And the score at the end of 3, just as close as it was, or closer than it was at the half. It was 2 points at the half. It's now Spain 50, Turkey 49. Back and forth stuff. This is wonderful to watch. Shooting has gone down a little bit in that quarter. Turnovers and points from turnovers favoring Spain 9-4. One of that on that quick breaking, and the rebounding still in Spain's favor as well. But the big difference is, even though the 3-point shooting is 6 for 15, Gerbalak has hit a couple in this period. The 3-point shots are what's keeping the score level for Turkey, and they trail by 1 point, 50-49. Welcome to crunch time at the Karaoke One Arena in the Rio Olympic Park and Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Spain lead Turkey by 1. 10 minutes of basketball to play. Gerbalak to inbound for Turkey. He's got 30 of the 49 points for Turkey. Ferret has 11, the two of them with 41 of the 49 points for the Turkish team. Well, make that 3 more, and that's been the story. At the end of the third quarter, said it was his 3-point shooting that was keeping Turkey level every time Spain threatened to pull away. Well, now Turkey's in the lead by 2, 52-30 after Gerbalak's 3. Alejos, who hasn't been in yet and now comes in and hits his basket. We're tied at 52. Gerbalak for Turkey. Ferret set up at the top of the key. Gerbalak for 3. That one misses. Alejandro Zarzola with the rebound. Alejos maneuvers in. Oh, good pass intended for Page. Well, I don't see that. It was tipped away by Jasinski. I don't know how that went to Turkey, but it did. Gerbalak. Pass it into Ferret in the lane. Ferret leans back and makes room for himself to hit, and Turkey lead by 2. Alejandro Zarzula, Ruiz behind him, back out to the point. Pedro backing away. Sanchez, pass was low, he couldn't hang on. And Turkey on the turnover, up to Gerbalak. Alejandro cuts him off, but Gerbalak now moves in front. Pedro cuts him off. Gerbalak has to turn around. Pass inside. Jasinski, it's blocked by Alejandro. 7 on the shot clock. And the basket by R. Good look in the paint. 56-52, Turkey by 4. Alejos thinks about the shot, over to Alejandro. He misses. Pedro, the rebound was knocked away from him by Gerbalak, and it will stay with Spain with 14 on the shot clock. Sanchez will inbound. Nice pass to Alejandro. Back to Sanchez. Thought about the shot. Now he's tied up, and it'll be a jump ball. No, it's taken away by R. Sanchez goes down. No harm, no foul, says the referee. Gerbalak to R. So R with 2 points and then with a steal. Ferry looks for Gerbalak, gives him the bounce pass. 9 on the shot clock. Gerbalak back to Ferry. And there's a blocking foul called on Sanchez. Gerbalak for 3. And he hits. Turkey have opened up a 7-point lead, biggest of the game, 59-52, under 7 minutes to play in the game, and all of a sudden the pressure on Spain. Question is, who will step up for the Spanish? Zarzula misses the shot. Rebound to Turkey. All of a sudden they're not allowing second shots to the Spanish. Jasinski brings it up and leaves it. Well, he was leaving it for Ferret, but Gerbalak picked it up as it lay loose. Gerbalak, Ferret at the foul line, misses, gets his own rebound. Another clock for Spain, for Turkey, 13 on the clock, now down to 10. Gerbalak makes room for himself, the three-pointer, misses. Can Ferret, no. Can Jasinski get to it? You can't. 6 minutes to play, 7-point lead for Turkey. And Garcia come back in for Spain. Garcia is so important to the Spanish team. Get the offense moving. Morez is back in as well, arguably the best shooter on the team. Garcia. And off the glass, Alejandro. 59-54. Now time to D up for Spain. We approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Gerbalak. Ferret just blocking at the top of the key, and that'll be the foul on Gerbalak. Knocking Morez out of the way. That's the first team foul of the period. Inbound pass to Garcia. keeps his dribble alive. Pedro is at the foul line. Shot off the front of the rim. Rebound comes to Jasinski. Gerbalak cut off by Sticks. Merez now, as he takes the long outside path to get himself a look. Merez cuts him off. He was thinking about the three. Jasinski nicely done into R. R off the glass, too hard. Sticks with the rebound, and Garcia now up to Alejandro. Alejandro to Merez, to Alejandro back, the give and go, and it's a three-point game. 59-56, Turkey in the lead. 4.5 to play in the game. Every basket crucial. Gerbalak setting up from the top. Barrett with the high screen. Barrett now, does he go to the basket? No. R, though, does. And there's the foul inside called on R. And, well, you could see not much of one. R, as he went through, he had the nice pass out to Jasinski, but bumped into a chair, was called for the foul. Look at Gerbalak resting. I'm not sure how much Pedro Zarzula appreciates that, but the referees certainly did. Gerbalak having a good old time out there. And R picks up another foul. That's his fourth and the team's third. And R, really crucial in a way, because he's a low pointer, 1.5, and well, you've seen the effect he's had. He's had a steal, he's had a basket, had the rebound, he plays good D. Garcia's shot is wild, but the rebound came to Pedro, and there's another foul inside. And you saw R just bang his forehead, as if to say, what's this all about? So, a quick succession of fouls. There's only 5 on the shot clock. Merez beat the shot clock, but the shot went in and out. And that one was stolen. They were trying to get that breakaway basket, and that fall. Well, and you see the frustration there from Gunduku, who was trying to foul basically to stop that easy basket. It doesn't matter, though, because if I make it correctly, that's the 5th foul anyway. And he has a word. With the referees as Garcia sets up. And what the argument was about, you can see by the way the players are setting up. It was given an unsportsmanlike foul. In effect, a deliberate foul to stop the basket, which is what he was doing. But he thought it was easy enough in the flow of play to call it a normal foul, and I would tend to agree with that. It's a situation where you want to give the foul, but the only difference being that after the 2 shots, Garcia made one of the shots. It's a 2-point game. Spain keep possession of the ball with 3.5 minutes to play. Pedro to Merez. Merez puts it in, and we're tied at 59. So Spain coming back from 7 points down to tie it up again. And for Turkey, basket and the foul. Jasinski, give the assist to Gerbalak. Jasinski with the basket and gets the foul. He'll have a chance to make it a 3-point lead. The foul should be on Pedro, and it is. That's his second. Only his second, only the team's second. But Jasinski goes to the line to increase the lead to 3. And does. 62-59, just over 3 minutes to play in this game. It has been nip and tuck the whole way through. Nip and Turk, you might say, and right now it is the Turk in the advantage. And that one goes off, and the turnover to Turkey. They lead by 3 minutes to play. And Gerbilak calling for some help on the inbounds pass. You can't inbound it to yourself. So, in effect, he gets the help from Gunduku. He gives it right back to him. R from the foul line, and R hits, and Turkey lead by 5, 64-59. I said how crucial he was to this team to get your low pointer who gives you points like that, inside and outside. Garcia, cross court to Pedro. Morez, spinning around. Pedro, cross to brother Alejandro. Out to Morez, 3 on the shot clock. Morez has to take the three-pointer off the front of the rim. Garcia with the rebound. Garcia into Alejandro, and he gets it. 2 minutes to play. 64-61, 3-point lead for Turkey. Gerbilak, he's got the 3. Off the front rim, rebound to Sticks. And that will be off Jasinski. Spain will keep possession with 23 seconds on the shot clock. And I think Turkey has called the timeout. They have. And so with 1:46 to play, Turkey have taken the timeout. They lead Spain 64-61. Spain will put the ball in play when we're back from the timeout. Well, there you see the game leaders. Alejandro Zarzuela with 16 for Spain. Garcia leads in rebounds and assists, but Gerbilak with 36 points for Turkey. As the wave goes around the arena, nearly full arena. Great to see. Spain will inbound. Turkey lead by 3. 1:41 to play. Garcia in the paint. And Alejandro with the layup. It's a 1-point game. 64-63. 1.5 to go in this game. Turkey lead by 1, and they put the ball in the hands of Özgür Gerbilak. Dribbling on the outside. Garcia comes to pick him up. Cross-court pass to Jasinski. Thinks about the shot. He's going to take it this time off the glass. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound to Alejandro Zarzuela. Up to Ruiz. Ruiz following Sticks. Garcia down the lane. Garcia to Pedro. Pedro in a mess of traffic and draws a foul. Foul is on Ferret. That's the team's 5th. So Pedro will go to the line in the penalty situation and shoot 2 with a chance to put Spain back in the lead. Makes the first. They're talking right now about the number of possessions that they're going to get, figuring the end game. Makes them both. 65-64, Spain by 1, 1:03 to play. And look at the traffic jam at the foul line. Garcia trying to get free. Finally does. And Gerbilak brings it up for Turkey. Crunch time now for both teams. Spain, 2 wins and no losses. It'll be a foul by Sticks. Only the team's third. Shot clock down to 8 now, so the foul tactically actually works out in Spain's favor. Gerbilak has to get a shot away quickly, and Garcia called for the foul. He thought he had the steal. 1 second on the shot clock. Gerbilak, they knew he had to shoot. Garcia was overplaying the ball. He's called for the foul. And again, only the 4th, so it's not a shooting foul, although it was close to being one. Gerbilak hadn't got the shot off. But Spain no longer have a foul to give. And Garcia has fouled out of the game. That's what you saw them raise the little, don't even know what you call it, like a traffic signal. So Garcia's fouled out of the game, and Morez comes back in. Big loss for Spain because Garcia with the ball handling, and as he comes out, Sticks has to come out as well. So they rebalance the points. 14, the shot clock reset from the 1 second that was on it to 14. Down now to 5, and Gerbilak's going to shoot the 3 and make it! Clutch 3-pointer from Gerbilak, 67-65. A 2-point lead for Turkey, and 22 seconds left sets up a situation where Spain can work for the last shot. But give credit to R. R set the screen. Gerbilak moved behind it, played the clock, hit the 3. Turkey lead by 2, and Spain can work for the last shot. 22 seconds left. Shot clock, of course, 24. What a situation now. And let's see if we can get an idea of what Spain is going to. And here's where losing Garcia hurts, because you'd love to have the ball in Garcia's hands in this situation. He's the ball handler for them. 67, 65, 22 seconds left. How can you be leaving the arena? There are 3 people walking up the steps to leave. How can you leave the arena at this point? Are you trying to beat the traffic? I don't think so. These are the greatest moments in basketball. 2-point lead. They can tie, send the game to overtime. They can win with a 3-pointer. They can go for the last shot. They can just go for the shot when they get it and give Turkey a potential chance to come back if they've tied it or taken the lead. It's all strategy and it's all execution now. Gut check time for both teams. Morez will inbound. He's got both the Zarzula brothers, along with Ruiz. Down on the other side is Vera, the captain. And Ruiz with the shot. It goes high on the rebound taken by Ferret. He's fouled immediately, but again, there's where those last 2 fouls come into play, because they're now in the penalty situation. Morez had to foul, the only way they can get the ball back. But they'll send Ferret to the line with a 2-point lead. If he makes them both, the game is effectively can be over. Turkey not even going to contest the rebound, get everybody back in defense. Misses the first. If he makes the second, Spain need a three-pointer to tie. And they only have 11 seconds to do it. He makes the second, so it's a three-point game, 68-65, and Spain take the timeout, which will advance the ball on the possession to half court. With 11 seconds, they'll need the three-pointer to tie. Well, the shooter has to be either Morez or Ruiz. And you see right there, we need the three-pointer. Well, he's talking to the two Zarzulas, and I think he's going to want them to set the screen. At least that's what I would be doing were I coaching the team. And for Turkey, no fouls. That's the first thing you have to remember. No fouls. If you foul the three-point shooter and he makes it, it could give them the win. If you foul the two-point shooter and he makes it, it could give them the tie. If you foul the three-point shooter and he misses it, you give them a chance to tie. So you basically say avoid fouls, play D, but do not foul. 11 seconds. With the timeout, you get the inbound at half court. Ruiz with the ball in his hands. Cross court to Vera, the captain. Back to Ruiz. Morez, he was the one they would want to take it, and Morez's shot falls short. And that's going to be the end of the game, and Turkey with a famous victory, 68-65, the perfect result for them. Obviously they want the win. Look at how Gerbalak is excited by that. But not only does that give them a record of 2 wins and 1 loss in the group, it drops Spain to 2 wins and 1 loss. And so that makes things more wide open in terms of qualifying at the end of this round robin, and a great victory for Turkey in what was an amazing back and forth contest. Turkey led at the end of the first quarter. Spain took the lead by 2 at the half. It was Spain by 1 at the end of the third quarter. Turkey exploded into the lead at the start of the fourth quarter. Spain came right back and took the lead, and Turkey came right back to take the lead one last time and hang on for the win behind the three-point shooting, it has to be said, of their captain, Ozgur Gerbalak, who winds up with 39 points, 9 three-point baskets, 9 of 21 shots, and great support from Ferit Gumus, who came alive with 14 points, played the entire 40 minutes of the game, added 6 rebounds. And between Gumus and Gerbalak, you have 53 of Turkey's 68 points. R with 6, all in the second half, helping out no inconsiderable amount in this game. So, well, smiles on the Turkish faces and disappointment for Spain, who now have to face Australia in their next game in what will be what you might consider a top-of-the-table clash there. The Australians probably the favorites in this group. Turkey move on now to play the Netherlands and Canada. There's your leading scorers, the Zarzuela twins with 18 apiece, and Ruiz with 8, and Gerbalak with 39 for Turkey. And you see, as it was throughout the game, most of it very, very even. Turnovers even, points from turnovers slightly favoring Turkey in the end. Rebounding slightly favoring Spain in the end. The shooting more or less equal, but the 9 three-point baskets really the difference in this game. There you see how it went back and forth, quarter by quarter. But the captain, Ozgur Gerbalak, and his ability to shoot from the three-point line, well, he made 9 of 21. Both teams now applauding the fans, and there you see the standings as they are. Spain and Turkey each with 2-1 marks. Australia 2-0 and yet to play their third game. Netherlands at 1-1, and Japan and Canada each without a win. So you can see how that group is starting to stack up now. But what a great game of basketball. You just love a close game, and you love a close game that goes back and forth. Final score 68-65. It went back to Turkey that one last time. Well, what a great game of basketball here at the Carioca Arena 1 in men's Group A. A captain's performance, 39 points from Özgür Gürbalak of Turkey, and Turkey defeats Spain 68-65. Both teams now stand at 2 wins and 1 loss in the group, and Turkey are the winners. And welcome to the Karaoke Arena 1 in the Olympic Park in Rio De Janeiro and Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Women's wheelchair basketball, a Group B matchup between France and the Netherlands. Here you see the standings in Group B. 2 games played for People's Republic of China and 2 wins. The Dutch and the Americans have each played 1 game and won that. France, 2 games played, no wins. And Algeria, 2 games played and no wins. For the Dutch, somewhat of a disappointing start to the games, considering they were the bronze medalists in London 2012 Paralympics. They took silver in Atlanta back in '96 and bronze in Seoul and Barcelona both in '88 and '92. So a history of Olympic medals for this Dutch team, and they will be really looking for another win here to get them on track. France with 2 losses. They were 7th in Barcelona in '92. They were 10th in London in 2012, and in each of the last 4 European championships they have been 4th. There's the Dutch team being introduced. Ilse Arts is number 2. Inge Houdzin is number 4. Lucy Howen is 5. Jitske Besser is 6. Rose Oosterbaan 7. Sanne Timmerman is 8. Bo Kramer, only 17 years old, is 9. Cher Korver, 11. Barbara Van Bergen, the captain, is 13. Carina de Roy is 14. Mariska Beyer is 15. And Evelyn van Leeuwen is 17. The coach is Gert van der Linden. Now France, also in ascending numerical order. Sandrella Awad is number 4. Ume Fall is number 5. Perrine Kost is number 6. Agnes Edevard Glemp is 7. Juliette Watine is 8. Fabienne Saint-Omer Dauphine is 9. Cathy Laurent is 10. Emily Menard 11. Solange Prunel is 12. Grace Remboiwa is 13. Marianne Rousseau 14. And Angelique Pichon is number 15. The coach is Pascal Montet. And now we will have the national anthems of both countries. And for the Netherlands, one of the oldest in the world, Het Wilhelmus. Dating back to 1568, as I said, maybe the oldest in the world. And then, one of the more famous in the world, the French national anthem, La Marseillaise. Strong support for both countries here at the Karaoke Arena 1, which is virtually sold out, as you can see. Coaches exchanging their gifts as well as the players and the officials. One of the nice traditions in international basketball. There's an awful lot of handshaking and hand slapping before and after the game. Everybody gets a little bit of congratulation. But for France, they played 2 and lost 2. And for the Netherlands, this will be their, well, a more serious test than their first game against Algeria. 107-29, their win against Algeria. Will be for France, I think, a chance to see exactly where it is they will fit into this group. There are 2 groups of 6. The top 4 teams go through to the knockout stages of the quarterfinals. The other 4 go into a seeding tournament for the 9th through 12th places. The top team in Group A meets the 4th place team in Group B, the 2nd place team, the 3rd place team, and so on. You see the warming up exercises. You do mobility and speed for the chairs. Well, for France, keep an eye on Fabienne Saint-Omer, who is one of their bigs, the veteran at 44 years old, Agnes Edevard as well. And Marianne Busso, who with 11 points a game is leading the French scorers. Saint-Omer with 8 rebounds a game, the top rebounder for them. There is Busso. For this game, Angelique Pichon is the captain for France. And Awad, very important low pointer for this team. The Netherlands, well, they've only had the 1 game. Hard to tell when you score 107 points exactly how things will break down. But Inge Houtzing is one of the main players to watch in any game that they play. Rose Oosterbaan and Jitske Visser probably get serious minutes as well. Barbara Van Bergen is the captain, and there's Bo Kramer, who is only 17 years old and doesn't turn 18 until the 15th of September, so she's got her birthday coming up next week, and hopefully for her by that time they'll be in the medal stage playoffs. There's the starting lineups. Awad, so valuable as a low pointer to them. Edvard Saint-Omer, Emily Maynard, and Marianne Busso starting for them. Saint-Omer and Busso, in effect, the bigs close to the basket. And the starting lineup for the Dutch: Houtzing, Visser, Oosterbaan, Carina de Rooij, whose husband plays for the Dutch men's team, and Van Leeuwen. There are the results for France. An emphatic loss to the United States of America in their first game, and a slightly better loss to China in the second. For the Netherlands, no trouble at all with Algeria, the first ever African representative here at the Paralympic Games. Mariska Bayer will be the big. She was the leading scorer in that game against Algeria with 20 points. That's a nice angle, whether you're taking a still photograph or using the TV camera. And the tap is controlled by the Dutch. I think Saint-Omer actually got it. Goes in right away, and the first points of the game come from Bayer underneath. It's 2-0 to France. The Netherlands. Check that. Maynard now for France. Awad. Busso back to Maynard. Maynard's got the screen, takes the outside shot, hits the front of the rim, rebound to Bayer. And Netherlands going to be looking for the break. And de Rooij misses, and the rebound comes to Edevard for France. Busso brings it up quickly for them. Edevard stops at the foul line. Busso with the screen from Maynard. Throws the cross-court pass to Saint-Omer. She's got it. Time on the baseline and drills that one through. 2-all. And end-to-end, and the foul as Edvard commits the foul and sends Houtsing flying. So Houtsing deciding to go end-to-end, and I really think it's inappropriate when someone goes to the foul line to play the theme from Mission Impossible. It's as if you're stating opinion about their shooting. Houtsing makes both. It's 4-2 to the Netherlands. Edvard for France. Rousseau. Cross court. Picked up by Menard. Saint-Omer, 8 on the shot clock. Saint-Omer from the outside, hits the front of the rim, and the rebound, and this foul for the push on Saint-Omer as she tried to tie up Timmerman. Houtsing. And another foul on Awad. Inbounds to Beyer. She sets the screen for Houtsing, and Houtsing misses the shot. Timmerman can't get to it in time. It'll go over to France with 2 minutes gone, and Netherlands leading 4-2. Busso quickly up for Saint-Omer. Awad comes across and she gets the pass back, but can't hang on to it, and it's taken away. Houtsing with the lead pass just a little bit too long for Beyer. Busso again breaking the full court press by the Dutch. DeRoy defending Saint-Omer. Busso with a good lead pass for Awad. Awad was too far underneath the basket. They start out again. Edvard, 5 on the shot clock for Busso. Shot hits the front rim, rebounded by Houtsing. And she's going to take a fall. And the foul on Busso. Now we're less than 3 minutes into the first period, and that's already 4 fouls on the French. So they are in the penalty situation now. Any foul that they commit from this point will be a shooting foul, whether the offensive player was shooting or not. Houtsing up top. Timmerman caught trying to set the rank, but the screen set nicely. Houtsing hits the shot, and it's 6-2. Menard picking it up and inbounding for France to Awad, and Menard will bring it up. Menard, she was cut off by Oosterban, but Saint-Omer is inside, and it bounces off and taken over by DeRoy into Beyer. And Beyer hits. 8-2 to the Netherlands. This is the entry pass from DeRoy. No one there to defend. And Beyer making no mistake. Edvard now bringing it up for France. Saint-Omer at the high post. Spins around. There's Awad. Can't get free for the shot. Back to Saint-Omer. Setting up a screen on the other side, but Saint-Omer shoots from the foul line. Doesn't go, and the rebound to Oosterbaan. Oosterbaan, good lead pass for Duroy. Duroy with the layup, and it's 10-2. And it's a timeout called by France, down by 8 already with 5:41 to play in the first period, and it's 10-2 to France. Geert van der Linden explaining what he wants to do. The Dutch have gotten off to a great start, leading 10-2. Getting baskets on the fast break. France can't get back to defend, and France right now having a lot of trouble getting a decent shot offensively, as the Dutch defense has been really good. And you see Bayer cutting Awad off down at their end of the court. Edevard now for France. Saint-Omer. Pichon. That pass was tipped away by Bayer. Oosterbaan picks it up, and she manages to get it over to Bayer, but it comes loose, and it's picked up by Huizing. Huizing up to Timmerman. Look at that. Hits her in the back, and she takes it. Sorry, Visser, excuse me, but she takes it as she's moving away. But there's a whistle, and they didn't get the ball over in 8 seconds. Across the halfway line, so France get another shot at it. 18 on the shot clock for them. Pichon, she's going to shoot and hit. 10-4. Pichon got a nice little screen. Quick look, quick release with the left hand, and it's 10-4 just after the halfway point. Awad, and Awad. Let's see which way the call goes. She thinks she drew the foul. And instead, the foul was called on her. Well, she made a good argument, but as I said, France already were in the penalty situation, so Huizing gets 2. Misses them both, and the rebound comes to Menard. Saint-Omer looking for Awad with the long, and Awad couldn't bring it in, and it'll just go out of bounds, and Oosterbaan will inbound for the Dutch. Just too high for Awad in the low seat. Huizing brings it up. Huizing gets the pass back, spins. Good entry pass. And good block by Saint-Omer. Duroy got the shot, and Saint-Omer blocked that one out of bounds. Duroy will inbound with 11 on the shot clock. Huizing faking. They tried to get into Duroy. It was deflected out by Saint-Omer. The Dutch will keep possession, but now there's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Duroy to Huizing coming down the line, and a foul call. She goes flying. The shot does not drop, but she'll get 2 from the foul line. Makes them both 12-4. Just over 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Pichon, Saint-Omer coming back to help out, looking for the long pass. Edivar comes back for it. Awad. And that'll be an 8-second violation against France. Turnover goes to the Dutch. Substitution coming in for France is Umi Fall for Menard. Visser inbounds to Houtzing. Houtzing's got a lot of space out there for the open shot. Saint-Omer with the rebound for France, looking to get it down quickly, but no one's down there, so she brings it up herself. Pichon, Awad. Look at Visser's defense, leaning backwards with the arm out. Saint-Omer. And she's called for the travel. Now, the traveling rule is 2 pushes and you have to dribble, but when you turn, it counts as a push. When you're using the wheel, each time comes as a push. So sometimes when you're doing those multiple turns, you're using your pushes up without having a dribble. Houtzing, there you see 1 push and the dribble, keeping her dribble alive. Houtzing just goes in herself and banks it in, gets the foul and the basket. Look at the control on the chair. Watch with the lean, first to the right, then further over, leaning out of the chair and getting the bounce, putting the spin on the ball. And the basket counts, and she'll get a chance for a 3-point play. Wemboiwa in for France, only 20 years old. Played well in the game against the United States when she came in. Houtzing misses, and Wemboiwa with the rebound. She had everything but her shooting in that game. Up to Fall to Saint-Omer. And they again don't break the 8-second mark. That was close, had to be very close. DeRoy inbounds to Houtzing. Wemboiwa, aware of her inside. DeRoy, and DeRoy with the bank shot, 16-4. Dutch opening up a big lead in the early minutes of this game. Wemboiwa brings it across the halfway line, has some space now. It's a 2-on-1 with Fall. Well, Bayer got back quickly enough to stop that before Wemboiwa could get the pass over to Fall, but now Fall's got some room on the outside. She goes across to Saint-Omer, 4 on the shot clock. She's got to shoot, and she does and hits. 16-6. Houtzing, that low dribble all the way down, end to end. She got around Saint-Omer. Nobody else came over to pick her up, and she gets the easy layup. It's 18-6 to the Netherlands, under 2.5 to play in the first quarter. There's a steal from Houtzing, and she comes in and misses the shot. Wemboiwa with the rebound. Saint-Omer up to Fall, 2-on-1 if the French can take advantage of it, and Fall turns back, waits for some help, and Wemboiwa comes up to give it to her. She's got the shot now. It's going to fall short, and Visser with the rebound gives it to Houtzing. Wemboiwa getting back, Houtzing to Oosterbaan. Oosterbaan with the basket, and it's 20-6 to France. Saint-Omer, good position, shot goes over the rim, and again Houtzing with the rebound. Up to DeRoy. DeRoy to Bayer, easy stuff. Great look, great cut by Bayer, the big one getting down. You gotta get your bigs close to the paint, get the easy shots, and that's exactly what they did. DeRoy, Wemboiwa having trouble now. Can they get it? Well, and again, they don't get it across in time. So this pressure from the Dutch is making it difficult for the French to come across and you know, see what the frustration in Coach Monte's face. And it's 4 times they've failed to get it across in 8 seconds. And I think they called DeRoy for using the coming out of her seat, I believe. No, it went out of bounds on the baseline. Bayer with the steal. Good pass to DeRoy. DeRoy with the layup. It's in. Oosterban. Give Oosterban the assist and a good look with the bounce pass to Bayer. And it was Bayer who, of course, to DeRoy. It was Bayer who had the steal. Pass to Oosterban. Oosterban to DeRoy for the basket. That's DeRoy now. She's got a path to the basket again. Hit the bottom of the backboard as she tried to get the underhanded shot up. 20 seconds to go now for France, down 24-6. Fall. Trapped with Visser defending her. There's a good pass. 8 seconds left to get a shot off. Can Watine get the shot? Saint-Omer finally just throws it up. Has to, because the buzzer was about to go. Hit the rim, but didn't go in. And at the end of 1 quarter, well, an impressive display from the Netherlands, and they lead France 24-6. Most of that success, you have to say, has been keyed by defensive pressure in the forecourt. They've given France lots of trouble bringing the ball up. 8-second violations, turning it over 4 different times in that quarter. A couple of steals as well. And if we look at the team stats, I think you'll see that the turnover balance is well in the Netherlands' favor. In fact, it is 10 turnovers to 3 in favor of the Dutch, and points from turnovers 8-2. Shooting much better for the Dutch. They're making better shots. Most of them have been layups. 5 steals, 8 rebounds to 6 is pretty much even, but basically they're getting better shots and they're making them. France forced to shoot from the outside almost all the time, and they trail the Dutch 24-6. Ready to start the second quarter. The Netherlands with a 24-6 lead over France after 1 possession arrow, which you see opposite in the center of the scorer's table, favors France. Now you see it switch over to the Netherlands. And the French really need to do something different on offense. They've been unable to penetrate inside against the Dutch. And that's what Edevard wants to do. She gets a good short shot off, misses, but there's an offensive rebound. And that actually was the first offensive rebound of the game for France. Just confirmed that on the score sheet. Look at the double teaming there of Saint-Omer, who is the biggest offensive threat for France so far in this game. Cut off by 2 defenders. Fall now, thought about the outside shot, didn't take it. Now moves back inside the 3-point zone. Overshot that one, and Bo Kramer, the 17-year-old, gets the rebound. Oh, that was a good pass to Bayer. She missed the shot. Look at that passing inside. 3 inside passes. 2 offensive rebounds. Still can't get it to fall. Comes to Korver, and Korver wants to reset things. The clock at 11. Van Bergen. Just a little bit too far for Kramer. Korver now, before the clock expires, hits the rim. And the rebound comes to Pichon for France. Look at how they swarm around Pichon. Good pass to Edevard. Edevard gets a bump. And again, an 8-second violation. Well, 2 players with number 8 tattooed on their arms. Slightly more complex number 8 on the arm of Korver. Edevard with a very simple 8. That's Korver with the ball, trying to take the baseline. Back out to Bayer. Bayer's shot hits both rims. Van Bergen with the rebound. She can't get it to fall. And Korver, and another possession starts for the Dutch. Korver moves through the lane, puts it up, and again can't fall. Saint-Omer finally with the rebound for France. Fall. It's taken away from her by Korver, goes out of bounds, and France will inbound. Still having trouble getting the ball across the halfway line. And that 8 might as well stand for the 8 seconds that France has been unable to use to get the ball across. Settling things down now. On the outside is Timmerman. She's got the shot. Nobody came out to pick her up. Hits the front rim. Edevard with the rebound. Again, the Dutch swarm, but she gets it away to Busso. Busso with the pass up to Fall. Can Fall get across the line? She can. And France now with a possession, but it's taking them loads of time off the clock. Even when they do cross the line, doesn't give them much time to set up an offensive possession. But Busso to Fall. She could have got it back to Busso and couldn't. It's going to be an outside shot. And it doesn't hit the rim, doesn't beat the buzzer, and the 24-second clock expires. See the 8 there on her arm. And Coach van der Linden not happy as the Dutch take a timeout. And, well, up 24-6 and giving France all kinds of fits trying to get the ball across the halfway line. You wouldn't know what he was so unhappy about, but it's good to keep your team on edge and keep them thinking about what they're doing. Lots of Brazilians out here in the crowd. There's some of the Dutch section, easily recognizable in their various degrees of orange costumes. But what has been very impressive is the way the Brazilians have poured out here to support the neutral fans pouring out to just watch the games. And in these sessions where they get 2 games, there's an awful lot of good basketball to watch. Timmerman now for the Netherlands. Visser trying to set the screen for her. Into Bayer. Bayer hits, and it's 26-6. Those are the first points of this quarter. Edevard for France. Pichon to Busso. Busso. Shot won't fall. Rebound to Korver. Timmerman keeping pace with her. Timmerman gets the pass and misses off the glass. Now tries to go underhand, looking for the foul. Out to Visser. Visser back to Korver. And the basket. 28-6. Timmerman with the score. See Visser doing a great job zonally, keeping awareness at the top of the key there. And The 24-second clock expires again. Great team defense by the Dutch, and you could see that at the top. Visser's at the top and ready to go either way. They're getting real great defensive work from the low pointer. It means that they can double team from that zone very easily. Timmerman, pass inside to Bayer. Bayer shot a little bit too hard. Korver back to Bayer. She drops it to Timmerman. Timmerman spins, heads outside, puts it into Korver, and the pass trying to get back to Timmerman. Timmerman wasn't there, and Maynard intercepted it for France. Laurent now tried to get the lead pass to Maynard. A good idea, but it was just a little bit ahead of her, and another turnover goes to the Netherlands with 5.5 to play in the half. Timmerman now brings it up for the Netherlands. Visser. She shoots. Falls a little short, and you saw Maynard who was out there reaching for it, then pulling those hands back, but she didn't touch it, and it goes over to the Dutch. And now, once again, we see the pressure. And the Dutch drop off now. And Maynard will bring it up with Laurent. Laurent. And there's a foul off the ball, I believe, on Korver. Trying to block Brousseau's progress. That's only the first team foul on the Dutch. Edevard inbounds to Maynard. Laurent at the high post, back to Maynard. Pass was not a good one, trying to lead her down the lane, but that's a good one. And there's the basket. Maynard with a beautiful pass to Laurent. Laurent lays it in, 28-8. Timmerman now brings it up quickly. Gets past one defender, trying to get past Maynard, heads to the outside. Good pass inside for Kramer, and she uses the glass, 30-8. Laurent. And there's a foul. No, it isn't, excuse me. It's a 3-second violation against the French in the offensive zone. Oh, that's another good entry pass. Kramer gets her second shot, puts it in, and there's a foul. Bo Kramer. As I said, she'll turn 18 during these Paralympic Games. Fouls on Brousseau. Maynard with the rebound. Brousseau up to Edevard. Edevard drops it for Laurent. Brousseau, better stuff from the French. Edevard. There's Maynard, Laurent, sorry, going down the lane. Brousseau, Laurent, 4 on the shot clock. She takes the screen, shot misses. The rebound comes to Timmerman. Timmerman's got Kramer, and Kramer sinks it, 34-8. Edevard. Laurent from the outside gets the roll. 34-10. Timmerman's fouled by Laurent. It's only the team's second foul, just under the 3-minute mark. Visser is doing such a good job. Comes out. Van Bergen is in. Korver comes out. And Rose Oosterbaan is back in. And Kramer with another basket. She's got 8 points already. What a future she's got. Playing in the Paralympic Games at 17. Laurent from the outside. That's a 2 if it goes. It doesn't. Kramer with the rebound. Kramer gets it back, sees a path to the basket, and lays it up. It misses off the front rim. Laurent with the rebound for France. Coming back the other way. Oh, there's a good pass. The layup won't go for Maynard, but Laurent and Maynard combining nicely. Arts. Busso with the steal. And the ball goes out of bounds. No foul. It will go back to the Dutch. Oosterbaan's pass. Well, I think Kramer was lucky there to avoid a foul. Busso didn't lose her balance on her own. We have a timeout on the court taken by France. They trailed 36-10. Work together, he said. It's one of the keys. Sometimes easier said than done. Houtzing is back in for Timmerman. Kramer. Oosterbaan. 38-10. Edvard shot rebounds out to Arts. Houtzing. Kramer sets a screen for her. She moves off, gives it back to Kramer. Busso, good defense there. Disrupted the shot. Minute to play in the half. Laurent brings it down for France. Slides right through. Good maneuvering. Couldn't get the shot to go, but there is a foul. And I think it is on Oosterbaan. That's her first and the team's second. Nothing's going right for the French right now. That rim has not been kind to them in the first half. Laurent misses both. Houtzing coming down quickly for the Dutch. Gets a good pick from Oosterbaan. Kramer to Van Bergen. Van Bergen hits. The Dutch they had 5 all around the paint there. Take your pick, line up, take a number for the shot. Van Bergen hits it, it's 40-10. Laurent, Menard controls it on the second try. Laurent gets it back. Cross court to Busso. Back to Laurent. She's Well, she had some space, tries to move in a bit tighter. The defense swarms around her. Menard from the foul line got the shot off just before the 24-second buzzer. And now Hoitzing misses at the buzzer, but what an impressive first half from the Dutch. They relaxed the pedal on the full court pressure midway through the second quarter. There's no sense in exhausting your players when you've got the big lead already, and they built up a halftime lead of 40-10, 24-6 in the first quarter, 16-4 in the second quarter. Just a total domination. What a nice performance coming off the bench there in the second quarter by the 17-year-old Bo Kramer. And, well, their dominance in the score is reflected by the dominance in the stats. 15 turnovers for France, unable to get the ball over the half-court line. 10 points from turnovers for the Dutch. Much better shooting percentage for the Dutch as well. And at halftime, the Netherlands leads France 40-10. Well, happy scenes on the Dutch bench, as you would expect, as they lead France 40-10 at halftime in this Group B preliminary game, women's wheelchair basketball. The first half was all Netherlands. They did a great job of putting defensive pressure on the French, making it almost impossible for them to bring the ball up across the half-court line. They generated points off turnovers from that, and they got themselves easy shots, worked for good shots, and dominated inside throughout that half, and they built up this impressive 40-10 lead. Dutch inbound to start the second half with that 30-point lead. DeRoy. Visser sets the pick for her. The pass goes in to Bayer, and Bayer. First points of the half go to the Netherlands. Oosterbaan did a nice job there, cutting off the lane, forcing the French to shoot from the outside. Busso misses. Oosterbaan tips the rebound away, and Hoitzing picks it up. Bayer gets herself in position, misses. Visser, though, with the rebound. Oosterbaan getting out of the key. Got a little hold up there with Visser's chair getting stuck. Oosterbaan, so she looks almost serene in there as she was wheeling frantically backwards to get out of the key before a 3-second violation is called. But no look of panic. She set a nice screen there. Hoitzing with the pass to Bayer. Bayer inside, and she's got 4 points now so far in this second half, and adds 4 to the Netherlands score. They lead 44-10. Oosterbaan still doing just a brilliant job of cutting off the lane to anyone who tries to enter from the top. And that was a long shot. That was probably just outside Thermel's preferred range. A great entry pass for DeRoy, and she's got the unopposed fast break and puts it in. She's had about 6 points on those so far in this game. Edevard tries to set things up now. Thermel. And that long pass intercepted by Visser. And Visser with a nice lead pass for Oosterbaan. Oosterbaan, good pass. Oh, and that was so nicely done. And it was keyed by the low pointers for the Dutch. Visser and Oosterbaan made that happen. Great shot. Menard for France. And there's Van Rooij again on the breakaway. She just did that herself, getting the acceleration, getting past the defenders, leaving herself open. 50-12. And there you see the 2 low pointers combining to take the lane away from Busso. It opened up, and Edevard took the opportunity but couldn't make the shot fall. So impressive, Visser and Oosterbaan on this team. Hoitzing now. DeRoy comes down. Oosterbaan still fighting with Thermel as they come over. Busso loses the rebound. Bayer has it. Bayer can't get it to go. Busso again can't get the rebound. It's a loose ball. There's about 8 arms in there. Hoitzing brings it out finally. Oosterbaan up top, over to Visser. Visser with the shot, off the rim. Rebound to DeRoy, back to Oosterbaan, underneath to Bayer. And Bayer hits, 52-12. just school book lesson in getting position, keeping the ball in play, and passing. And the Dutch set up on defense again, cutting off that lane to the French. The French can't get anybody in the paint. Look at that. Busso. Oh, good pass to Cost. Cost came through the paint, turned around, came back in, and got the pass. Couldn't make the shot, but she draws the foul. Cost will shoot 2. Van Bergen and Korver in for the Dutch. Visser and Bayer come out. And Cost misses the second. Korver, nice maneuver to get around Maynard. Bounce pass to DeRoy. Oosterbaan gets the pass back, spins. Drops it for DeRoy. Sets the pick for her. DeRoy now sets the pick for Houtsing. Houtsing from the outside goes in and out. Pichon with the rebound for France. Oosterbaan cuts off Pichon. And the Dutch pick up the steal. Houtsing lays it in, 54-12. Edevard brings it up for France. Busso. Nice shot. Off the baseline, bad angle, made it go. 54-14. And Oosterbaan. A slight moment of the serenity breaking as she complained briefly to the referee. The Dutch with possession. And Houtsing bringing it down. Good pass inside to Korver. She tried to drop the pass, and DeRoy kept possession. Houtsing now. Oosterbaan sets a pick for her. So does DeRoy. So does Korver. Houtsing misses the shot, and look at that. Oosterbaan was in position for the rebound. She had set the pick up at the top of the key and immediately moved down underneath for the rebound. And an 8-second violation. DeRoy doing a great job. And Edevard just saying, well, where's my help? Oosterbaan. Good pass. Just a little bit too hard for Van Bergen to handle. Edevard, look at the pressure now from the Dutch again. Busso had to come back for it. Finally fights her way, literally fights her way across the halfway line. The French coach screaming for a foul. Pichon inside, gets bumped. And there finally is a foul, but screaming was an exaggeration, but Coach Monte was up and yelling for the foul, trying to get the referee's attention. As you saw, Busso really had to literally fight her way across that halfway line. Houtsing with the foul, and Pichon will shoot 2. Makes the first. And the second. 54-16. DeRoy drops it to Houtsing. Menard knocked the ball away from her. Houtsing went down. But a good clean block. Houtsing just lost balance. No foul. And Dutch put it back into play with Van Bergen. Hoitzing penetrating Oosterbaan. And she hits. Had to get the ball back in front of her and then put it in neatly. 56-16. Oosterbaan cuts off the backside and gets the rebound. Up to Hoitzing. Housing from the foul line hits. 58-16, under 3 minutes to play in the third. Busso trying to get through, and you saw blocked by Korver, Van Bergen, and Oosterbaan. DeRoy with the rebound. Tries to throw it down court. And draws the foul. And that's the third foul on Busso. Fryer, Hoitzing, and DeRoy, the leading scorers in the game. No one for France has more than 4 points individually. Korver, this is. Oosterbaan cutting off the defender in the paint. And again, serenely wheels backwards, sends the pass back for Korver, but it was short. The 24-second clock expires, but Pichon has it for France and trying to bring it up now across half court. Saint-Omer is back in, and she's going to get the pass back, tipped away from her by DeRoy, and DeRoy is called for the foul. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Saint-Omer, Menard, Adevard going toward the basket. Pichon now. Shot clock is down to 1. Look at that. They did not even penetrate. What is that? Penetrate more than 2 meters into the other side of the court. Great defense by the Dutch. And Korver smoothly, 60-16. Saint-Omer, she misses, but Korver fouled her in the act of shooting, and she'll go to the line for 2. Ooh. Well, that's atypical of Saint-Omer, missing both free throws and missing the second one badly. And Bo Kramer back into the game. So much fun to watch. Somebody so young, playing so well at the top level of the international stage. Howard is in as well. That's Van Bergen. Howard. Korver. Shot misses, rebound tipped by Arts, but only as far as Edevard, up to Saint-Omer. Saint-Omer with the good lead pass for Awad. Awad missing the layup. Good effort by Kramer to get back on defense. Korver, Arts flips it in. double finger roll, kind of an old-fashioned bucket shot for that layup. 62-16. 30 seconds to go. Edouard for France, 15 on the shot clock. Awad, and traveling call on Edouard. Well, just a little bit overly casual, I think. 21 seconds on the game and shot clock, so Netherlands can work for the last shot of the quarter if they like. Of course, they at 62-16, they can probably do whatever they like. Korver drops it to Kramer, and Kramer banks it in. 64-16. And there's the buzzer that ends the third quarter. And the third quarter, well, just as efficient for the Dutch as the first two. In fact, the score was exactly the same as the first quarter. They outscored France 24-6 in this quarter, and that means after 3 full quarters, Netherlands leads France 64-16. And, well, the statistical domination continues. They're shooting basically twice as well as France. They've created 18 points from turnovers to the French 4. France has made 20 turnovers, the Dutch 5, and the rebounding is 38-19, so double the amount of rebounds as well. Just complete statistical domination by the Netherlands, and it doesn't quite reflect the way they have dominated the game. They lead after 3, 64-16. Fourth quarter about to begin. 64-16, Netherlands over France. Not sure what the holdup is, but Kramer and Wemboya are going at it. Positioning there on the bottom of the screen. The two youngsters, Wemboya only 20 years old for France. Kramer will turn 18 during these Paralympic Games. And Kramer grabs a rebound up to Korver. Into Kramer. Nice. The two of them really seem to have a good rapport with each other. And Kramer picks up the foul. They came into the game together in the first half and only a few seconds apart in the second half. Kramer makes the first. Gets 5 from Van Bergen. Second one goes in and out, and Wemboya with the rebound for France. Fall to Watin. Wemboya. Oh, lost her balance trying to get the shot away. And Kramer picks up the loose ball. Hoyen gives it up to Van Bergen. Van Bergen with the layup. Saint-Omer coming over to try to defend, but was behind her. She protected the ball and laid it in. 67-16. Wemboya spins back, looking for Saint-Omer, then takes the shot. Her shooting's the part of the game she really needs to work on. Great lead pass for Van Bergen. She can't control it, and the ball goes over to France. Another promising young player. We saw it against the United States. Very quick with the chair. Moves good length. gets rebounds, just has to work on the shooting, get some consistency there. Fall now on the outside. She's got the shot. Wembuya set a nice screen for her. She can't get it to go. Korver takes the rebound away from Van Bergen, and Korver wants to bring it up herself. Wheels to the left, comes back to the right and loses the ball. Wembuya gets to it first, and she wants to come down quickly. Korver, though, keeps pace with her, pushes her to the outside. Wembuya wanted to switch inside. Saint-Omer inside, uses the glass. 67-18. The veteran. Fabienne Saint-Omer Delphine. 44 years old, out there with the kids. Van Bergen chases it down, tips it to Kramer. Oh, Kramer with a lovely pass up to Korver on the fast break. Can Wembuya get back? Not in time. Korver lays it in, 69-18. I tell you, the two of them, Kramer and Korver. Korver's 40, Kramer's 17, but the two of them play together play like they've been playing together for a long time. Korver, Saint-Omer gets the pass, and she banks it in. 69-20. And the Dutch want a timeout, as France have narrowed the gap to 49 with 7:15 to play in the game. It's Netherlands 69, France 20. Let's listen in. Korver inbounds to Timmerman and gets the ball right back. Timmerman sets a nice pick for her. Arts inside. That's 4 for her. 71-20. Ilse Arts. Watine shot a little bit hard. Pass was ahead of Arts, taken away by Awad. Saint-Omer with it. Fall tried to drop it for Fall, hit the wheel, and goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Dutch. Timmerman. Oh, good move by Korver. Had the pick from Arts. Shot won't fall. Saint-Omer with the rebound for France. Wembuya brings it up for them. She keeps the ball. The defenders all went with Saint-Omer. She's got the shot now and draws the foul. Watine. She tried to put it into Wembuya. Wembuya wasn't looking for that, and stolen by Korver. Korver on the break from the outside, banks it in, and it is 73-20. And a timeout taken by France. There you see the turnover count, 22-9. Well, that tells you almost as much as the score does. It's hard to win a game when you're turning the ball over that often. And that has been the problem for France. One of the things here for any coach is when your team is getting beaten badly is to keep their concentration, to try to learn something from the loss, try to get them to be playing as well as they can despite the circumstances. Watine brings it up for France. Ball. Lamboya. Into Saint-Omer. Corver blocked that. And Oosterbaan takes it away. That loose pass taken by Arts. Saw Corver there all by herself. Saint-Omer got a hand to it, but the pass still got to Corver. She turned around and put the basket in. Yeah, and you can hear now the crowd taking France's side as Wemboya gets the basket in the paint. Nice pass from Watine. Van Leeuwen. Timmerman. Arts. Good pass to Corver. Just no hesitation. Quick look. Oosterbaan spinning around. Setting the pick for Corver. Oh, Corver was looking for Oosterbaan to go to the hoop, but she couldn't get there. Corver takes the shot and misses Saint-Omer with the rebound. Corver. Timmerman always looks so relaxed. Saint-Omer Oosterbaan, I should say, always looks so relaxed. Don't know how I could get that one wrong. It's a rare quality when you watch athletes who just seem calm all the time. And Oosterbaan is one of them. Corver dribbles in, back up top. And the shooting comes in off the bench. Timmerman. (77-22). Wemboya to Watine. They've got a nice screen set for her. Off the glass and in, 77-24. Arts now, we got a 2-on-1 with Timmerman, 3-on-1. And Timmerman makes the basket. 3 minutes to play, 79-24. timeout was taken by France with 2:45 to play. And now, assuming the Netherlands goes ahead to win this game, that will leave them at 2-0 with the US and China to play, both of which should be difficult games for them. France will drop to 0-3 with one game left for Algeria against Algeria, and presumably that game with Algeria will be the decider for the fourth place from this group in the quarterfinals. Even if Algeria would win another game, if they wound up equal with one win apiece, the head-to-head victory would guarantee France the place. So it looks like France-Algeria will be the decider for the fourth spot in this five-team group. 4 of the 5 teams in the group advance to the quarterfinals. The other 2 play off for 9th and 10th places. France inbound. And get the roll. Pichon with the basket, 79-26. Oosterbaan comes down to help out, looks at the referee saying, how much can she bang me? Timmerman puts herself free. Has a good look at the basket, and the rebound comes out to Visser, and Pichon takes it away. And Pichon's called for traveling again, a couple of times for her. Oosterbaan. And that'll be a foul. The foul will be on Menard as she banged at Timmerman's chair. Howen inbounds to Oosterbaan. Oosterbaan gets a nice pick from Van Leeuwen. Shot misses. Visser with the rebound. Hit the end. Needed to reset Awad's chair. 14 reset on the shot clock. Van Leeuwen shot misses. Rebound to Laurent for France. Laurent to Awad to Pichon. Back to Laurent. She hits from the outside, 79-28. Howen. Timmerman. Misses the shot, Laurent. Pichon. Menard. She hits. Oosterbaan. Good pass. High off the glass by Visser. France come down now with the chance for a 2-on-1 with Menard, but she turns around and will set things up. Laurent spins around, looks for someone to pass to. Pichon is there. Visser letting her go, calling for the switch. Oh, great job by Oosterbaan to steal that one away. Passes it up. Howen. Howen. Howen. Visser. Hits. 81-30. Laurent now for France. Down to Pichon. One-on-one with Visser. Nowhere to go. And that's going to Clock will expire on the last shot, and that brings the game to an end with the final score. The Netherlands 81 and France 30. A very impressive performance by the Dutch, dominating the game throughout and doing it primarily through defensive pressure. And France having just a tough time at getting the ball across half court when the Dutch did apply the pressure. And for the Netherlands, after that win over Algeria, the win against France, well, shows a little bit more clearly exactly how good they are, but they will have their two big tests to come against the United States and against China. And meanwhile, France now dropped to no wins and 3 losses, but they have their 1 game left against Algeria, and that game should be the winner takes the 4th spot in the quarterfinals from Group B. You like to see that, don't you? The coach knows exactly how well his team has played. Cher Korver did a great job coming off the bench. She and Bo Kramer really seemed to combine like they had played together for a long time. And Coach Van der Linden, appreciative crowd. The French applauding this crowd. You can see how big the crowd is here in this Carioca Arena 1, the site of Olympic basketball and Paralympic basketball here in September 2016. And the Dutch fans disappointed French fans perhaps, but if you take a look at the statistical thing, Bayer was 16, they used her inside Hoitzing, who's everywhere for them, and Kramer coming off the bench, the 17-year-old, with 11 points, a really impressive performance from the youngster from the Netherlands. And everything reflected in the statistical domination. Rebounds 40 to 26. Look at that, 1 offensive rebound the whole game for the French. Turnovers well in the Dutch favor, and those 3 dominant first 3 quarters just setting the game for the Dutch to dominate throughout. And it's a remarkable statistic when you go through an entire game with only 1 offensive rebound. And you see the standings now, the Dutch and the Chinese at 2-0, France dropped to 0-3, Algeria at 0-2, and the United States thus far has played only 1 game, which they won. And that was against France. So as I said, the French can look forward to that game against Algeria, which likely will be for the 4th spot in the quarterfinals, and the winner will play the winner of Group A in this women's wheelchair basketball tournament. 25 turnovers and only 1 offensive rebound, not the greatest formula for winning a basketball game, and France has not won this basketball game. They have lost to the Netherlands 81-30. Well, another impressive performance from the Netherlands women. They set up their run now against the United States and China, their 2 remaining games, for a position in Group B, and for France, a game against Algeria to see who gets the 4th qualifying spot from that group. The final score, Netherlands 81, France 30.